Hey everyone, it's me by birth, Alex William Smith, better known now as Jonathan Royal Hypnotist, but previously known as Flap the Clown, Alex-Leroy Magician, David Williams Psychic, a whole bunch of other names, all explained at magicalguru.com and on my career resume page at magicalguru.co.uk. The links are above or below this video, and I just wanted to take you on a tour of my SOHO office, small office, home office. You are looking at the inside of my office door. Yes, this is where the magic happens. This is my SOHO office. SOHO, small office, home office. And I'm just going to give you a very quick look around at what I'm surrounded by when I'm brainstorming, when I'm in the office, coming up with ideas. All of these things have meaning and inspiration in various different ways. As I will briefly explain in a minute, but got a box of books there at the moment, waiting to go to customers. I'll have a proper, better look in a moment. But yeah, this is what surrounds me in my office. Now obviously last thing at night before I go to bed, I like positive inspiration, and first thing in the morning when I wake up, before I go and have my morning coffee and then start work in the office or go out and come back to the office later, depending if I've got meetings. And what can I say? Scooby-Doo inspires me. There's a great episode of Scooby-Doo where there's a hypnotist in it. I'm a hypnotist. There's ones where there's wizards, and there's a paranormal link. All of things that have been parts of my career. I love chimpanzees. Not just chimps though. I love orangutans. I like monkeys in general. And maybe it's a bit of Stockholm syndrome, seeing that I was hit twice a day around the head by one or more in fact, of the Brook Bond PG chimps TV performing chimps when I was performing on Gandhi's Circus in circa 1979, thereabouts. I'm always reading something. Currently reading Provocative Hypnosis, George and Rasmussen. Excellent book. More Scooby inspiration, wizardy Scooby inspiration. And as I sit up in bed, I see this Magic Symposium picture with Jeff McBride on. The reason it means so much, well, apart from having met Jeff on a couple of occasions and one of the nicest people you could ever meet, is because this sat on the wall in the living room of the late Jack Griggs, who was for many years the editor of the International Brotherhood of Magicians budget magazine and released tricks through Supreme Magic, Asani, Henley Magic Company and whatnot. And he was one of my major magical mentors and a father figure well, not just in my early life, but through my life until his unfortunate passing. So that really inspires me. Whilst I only have a small office, home office here in SOHO, or better known Rochdale, I do have inspiration everywhere. In the corner, you can just about make out at this funny angle a picture of Richard Webster, the legendary author on fortune telling and cold reading, and many of his books inspired me when I was younger. Ali Bongo, sadly no longer with us, who I met on a number of occasions and gave me great advice. Bobby Bernard, again, met on many occasions, gave me great advice at an early age, both at Blackpool Magic Convention and over the phone and stuff. The late and great Anthony Owen, great magician, great creator, was also involved with Objective Television Productions and gave me a lot of advice when he was alive in relation to my European television series, Life in the Bus Lane. David Burglas, the international man of mystery, who son Marvin Burglas I worked for. In fact, at the age of 15, when I had my audition, as it were, I was the youngest ever person at the time. There's been youngest since on work experience, but youngest to actually be employed and paid by Marvin's Magic, and I was actually their highest seller that year. But David also kindly told Barry Lemond at the Supreme Magic Company to publish my hypnosis book after he'd read it. He said it was really good, but actually, fortunately, the Supreme Magic Company folded before it got to publication. I published it myself in later years, though. The legend that is Mark Lewis. Another link to Marvin's Magic, in so much as one of Mark's Svengali deck demonstrators, Adam Arms from Canada, was over in England in circa 1991 and 1990 or 91? 91, I think. And he taught me elements of Mark Lewis's Svengali deck pitch, which I used combined with my other extra elements to become the highest selling salesperson out of all the stores that were selling Marvin's Magic that year. Mike Donata, whose floating ball I used in my act for many years, and who's been a friend for many years, and who, going slightly out of focus there, but has sold stuff of mine in the past as well. Russell J. Hall, Magic in Sheffield, just in the background there, if we look very closely. Behind Russell's elbow is the transparency template. And he also sells the Seesaw Inductions DVDs that me and Robert Temple put together. And yeah, I've known Russell since I was about 14, circa 1989 when I first visited his shop. So all of that side of that drawer cabinet alone is inspiration. Then up here again, more chimpanzees, Scooby-Doo, but also a rainbow Scooby, so that it's, you know, solidarity for LGBTQ+. On top of the other drawers, I've got various teddies that have been given to me by my wife and by my daughter Ashley. And because of the noise that I make when I snore and I'm tired and the way I yawn, I get called a Wookiee. So there's my Chewbacca there. Inside that wooden box where it says Dr. Jonathan Royle is a lovely wooden engraved pen from one of my students in India who studied hypnosis with me and then sent me that, which was very nice of them. The legend, the man himself, Uri Geller. On the front of the drawers there, more monkeys. Also there, the Association of Complete Mind Therapists. Get into the heart of your problems. Everywhere you look, there's inspiration in my office. Suitcases with hard drive, well, briefcases with hard drives with masters of all my videos and products and other important documents over the years. Over here, the star that was named after me. Over 16 years, well, about 16 years ago, because Rachel got me that on our first year anniversary. Hypnotist clock, need I say more? Swinging pocket watch clock. There is Simon Drake on the Impaled Illusion that I helped devise and come up with along with Jamie Allen and David R.K. And then we supplied it to Simon Drake, who used it on his UK tour circa 1991, I think, or 92, and also on the Iron Maiden Raising Hell Farewell tour, which is where this picture is from. Money box, where you can put a coin and the magician puts the hat down and it vanishes. Various wizardy and dragon things. The Director's Cut Award for, I don't know if you can see that, Best Weird Ass Crazy Crowdfunded Movie of 2018. I've got that because I am named on the credits as one of the contributors to Penn Jillette's crowdfunded film, Director's Cut, for which the poster's there. The legend is Uri Geller again, who I've known for many years. He narrated a TV show that I was on in 1994, and I met him in first time in 1996 and various times since then. He's always given me great advice on publicity. And a late friend of mine, my cousin Roger Howarth, sadly no longer with us. A little thing there that Ashley got me. Starting at the bottom, let's go in. Let's do this round this corner. We've got Sir Alex-Leroy, magician who came up with that particular levitation, and in the late 80s, early 90s, when I went under the name Alex-Leroy, People thought it was because my dad's stage name for comedy for adults was Les-Leroy, but it wasn't. It was because of Sylvester Leroy that I called myself Alex-Leroy back then. Down here, Thurston, getting a bit of glare on there from the light, but trust me, in real life it doesn't look like that. It just reflecting the light there. Down there, that's me on Swedish TV on a thing called Television Without Frontiers. And then above that is the late Brian Howard, also known as Hobry, Master of the Tarot, who set up the Association of Professional Hypnotherapists and Psychotherapists and the Association of Professional Stage Hypnotists in circa early 1980s. And I later bought the rights to them and now run them. That's me at Byline Festival before I went and performed. One of my old publicity shots, one of my hypnosis publicity shots back from the 90s. Getting a bit of glare on that as well. Sorry about that, bit reflective. Another PR shot of mine, that's me when I was Alex-Leroy, hypnotist. That's my friend David R.K. impaled on exactly the same sword, because it's the one we supplied and devised. David R.K., Jamie Allen and myself to Simon Drake. On the door we've got Houdini, Newman's Wonderful Spirit Mysteries and Thurston. All magical things. I love magic. I did magic of illusions, close-up, stage, cabaret, all areas of it for many years, so it's very inspirational. Hence, up here I've got a signed David Copperfield photo, signed David Blaine, signed Penn and Teller, who I've met. I've met David Blaine, actually. Almost met David Copperfield, seen his show, but didn't quite get time to meet him. Paul Daniels met on many occasions. In fact, I worked at the Paul Daniels Magic Museum exhibition on the Golden Mile in Blackpool circa 1979-ish. Dynamo signed. Geoffrey Durham, also known as the Great Soprendo. And a true legend, Joe Riding. Met him on many occasions. He came and see me do one of my comedy hypnosis shows, gave me great advice over the years. Met him many times at the House of Secrets in Blackpool, where the late and great Bill Thompson ran. Have a little bit more of a close-up on a few of these. There might be some glare, but you'll have to excuse that. It's the angle with the lighting. Across the top row, that's the official cinema release poster for my documentary Extreme Danger, Extreme Hypnosis. It's time for sleepwalking zombies to wake up. You can see that by looking on my Celebrity Hypnotist YouTube channel. Sorry, I am getting glare there. That's the poster, Circus of the Mind, for one of my hypnosis shows. Egg Sausage Peas, a bizarre comedy psychic style show which will give you food for thought. The entire show's available as a book, Mind Miracles, Real World Mentalism and Mind Reading Secrets, or as a video set, The Mentalist Cookbook, teaching it you all. There's the official poster for the Television Without Frontiers, 3-part television series project that I was a feature part of, that was filmed in Sweden. You can find some clips of that on my Celebrity Hypnotist YouTube channel. Try and get rid of the light there. That's a poster for my comedy hypnosis show. I have to move it from side to side because when I move, the light is altering where the reflection is. So I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure if I can... I'll stand back here. No, still getting a bit of glare there. You get the idea, though. You get the idea. And below it, Alexander, the man who knows. Not only did he share the name Alex, but he did a kind of questions and answers act, which I did for many years. In fact, Psychic News dubbed me as the new Uri Geller, and Doris Stokes rolled into one, as you can see at magicalguru.co.uk. This hopefully looks like me, because it is a portrait of me, a large one, painted by award-winning artist Mark Metcalf. He's won awards, he's done paintings for Saatchi and Saatchi, Damien Hirst. Mark Metcalf, you can research him on the internet. He charges around £5,000 to £8,000 for commissions, but we did an exchange and I taught him hypnosis in exchange. The legend that is Tommy Cooper. Hilarious, a great inspiration, always makes me smile, and I was watching live from Her Majesty's live when I saw him fall to the floor, and I turned immediately to my mum and dad and said, he's dead, it's not a gag. I don't know how, but I just kind of knew. Another poster there for one of my hypnosis shows. Houdini's Death-Defying Mystery. I did an underwater escapology stunt many years ago and nearly got killed. You can read about that on magicalguru.co.uk. Herbert Flint's Hypnotic Skirt Dance. Yep, shows there's nothing new under the sun. Even decades, centuries ago, they were getting men to dress up as women. And then I've got three. Number 1. Number 2. And number 3, original Peter Casson, the psychological showman, hypnotist posters, which he was the chairman of the Federation of Ethical Stage Hypnotists here in England. He was involved in getting the 1952 Hypnotism Act brought in, rather than hypnosis getting completely banned after an American hypnotist, Ralph Slater, was found to have caused someone to feel depressed and bad, and there was a campaign to try and ban hypnosis. Reflecting that, in 1994, they tried banning hypnosis again, and I appeared on TV shows and in the media defending hypnosis, as you can see on my website, magicalguru.com, by clicking on the television shows page. You can see TV shows from 94 where I'm defending hypnosis. It's also relevant if we look here at this one. Your hostess Magna, that was Peter Casson's wife, or at least became Peter Casson's wife, who was introduced to him by my dad, Tizzy the Clown, aka Alex-Leroy, aka Keith Smith, whilst working at a holiday camp in, was it Tenby Truro? I can't remember exactly. All I can tell you for definite is that my dad introduced Peter Casson to his wife. And many years later, when I was doing stage hypnosis and Peter Casson didn't like me doing an adult act, he wrote me a letter that said, "Dear Alex-Leroy, I understand you started life in show business as a clown. I've got news for you. You still are one." So, yeah, that is on. Obviously in the corner I've got my desk, computer, printer, DVD burner, diaries, little wizard there, pocket watch. That means a lot because, yes, I'm a hypnotist, so having a pocket watch is customary. That's why I have the big clock as well. But also because it's one of the things that my good friend, the late Roger Howarth, left for me when he passed away. Literally every angle I turn, there's something to inspire me or bring back memories. Let's have a closer look. That is the certificate that the late Jack Griggs, who I mentioned earlier, was my magical mentor and one of my father figure people, was given as his lifetime membership of the Order of the Magi in 1987. And it was that same year when I first met Jack, when I found that he lived in Haywood, and he took me under his wing and started teaching me magic and taking me to Order of the Magi meetings, even though I wasn't a member, and Derek Lever really hated it. That's the magic circle clock that sat on Jack Griggs' wall. A couple of pictures of me with my lovely wife Rachel and my daughter Ashley, although she's somewhat older now. That's me when I went under the name Alex-Leroy with my sword, Cabinet Illusion. Was originally a Jack Hughes homicide, but then Roy Rama also put 12 swords through it and we bought it off Roy Rama. Me with my dad, that's me when I was Flap the Clown. My dad is Tizzy the Clown. And that's me and Stuart Harrison Cassels, Harrison the homosexual hypnotist, but myself on there as well, at AXM, one of Manchester's gay venues, when we did the 21st anniversary of Gay Pride. Our two-person show there. Above the window, the late and great Max Mavin, who I've had the pleasure of meeting on numerous occasions and spending time with. Jeff McBride, again, spent loads of time with him. Thank you very much indeed for everything. Penn and Teller, absolute legends, invested in Penn and Gillette's film. As I say, but I met them both when I saw their show, and they're just the nicest people. Same with Paul Daniels. David Copperfield, Wayne Dobson, all of these people that I've met. Not actually met Darren Brown in person, ironically, despite the fact that Objective Productions have bought tons of my products over the years and used many of the ideas in various television and stage shows. Siegfried and Roy, Doug Heading, James Randi, who I met on a number of occasions, and I remember one year when I was a VIP at Blackpool Magic Convention, he told me off for not having wrote my name big enough on my badge. Down there we've got Jay Fortune's line drawing of Di Vernon, and Jay Fortune's line drawing of Eugene Berger. I haven't got room on the wall at the moment, but I have got stored away a line drawing of Jeff McBride and also a line drawing of, who else is it? I've got Jeff McBride and there's somebody else anyway. The Houdinis down there, somebody doing full body catalepsy, something I did in my act for years, as you can see on Celebrity Hypnotist YouTube channel. That's a guy called Marjo Gortner, who was a fraudulent evangelical preacher. Are there any others? But he finally came clean. Alexander Crystal Zia, Harry Houdini, another catalepsy. And on the windowsill, even everywhere there's stuff. There's my Hypnospiral thing for my brew. Monkeys. This one's, love this. Got it for my birthday. Pushing this way. And this one, it looks like he's going, "You stupid, you." Also, we've got there a miniature of the Zigzag Lady Illusion. And here, a miniature of, yep, the Origami Box Illusion. As I say, everywhere you look in my office, there's inspiration. This is a tankard. You won't be able to necessarily see what it says on there. But, oh, you can just about make out Jack Griggs. It was given to him by the British Magical Society. And it was an award for bravery because he stopped an armed robbery in his daytime job as a police sergeant. And then on the side of the drawers here, we've got Paul Daniels, David Burglas, Norm Nielsen, Great Nicola, Mark Wilson. His course in magic was an inspiration when I was younger. Lance Burton, Hans Clark, Andre Cole, Herman, Thurston, Keller, Fu Manchu, another monkey, world's greatest dad. Yep, oh, well, grumpiest dad. Lovely rabbit pendant. That was for brain tumour research, which was, you know, in conjunction with Paul Daniels' unfortunate passing. There's Paul Daniels with Dynamo, a much younger Dynamo. There's me with Ian Adair at the Southern England Magic Convention. Sigmund Freud or Sigmund Freud. Me performing at the City Varieties. Some comedy fortune telling postcards. Houdini. The absolute legend that is Mr. Russ Stevens. Mystique Show, big part of my life growing up. That's me when I won the Cabaret Magic Trophy, I think that was. That's me with the Cabaret Magic Trophy, the best card trick trophy, and the best close-up trophy from the Order of the Magi, when I had all three of them at the same time. And Spencer's, let's pull back a bit there. See, there's other people on here. It's like a who's who of the history of magic, past, present, everywhere I look. Melting pocket watch because of the hypnotic connection. Another J Fortune line drawing, this one of Harry Houdini. My name entered onto the Star of Fame database. It was a present I got on Christmas. This wizard was something that was on the wall in the late Jack Griggs' living room. I'll put in there if I can get in. "It's a jolly good trick," said the wizard. "Indeed, it's second to none. I'd include it," said he, "in my repertoire, if only I knew how it was done." Doesn't that speak volumes about a lot of magicians? It shouldn't, but it is a great trick, balancing a candle by its flame. Don't you think that's a bit of a look at Paul Daniels, a caricature, almost spitting image-wise? Clock here I got sent from South Africa by Max Kahn, the television hypnotist from out there. It's an International Brotherhood of Magicians clip. And that's a Magic Circle banner. It's ironic I have the Magic Circle banner and the Magic Circle clock when you consider that the Magic Circle booked me to do a lecture and then cancelled it on me. This was circa, off the top of my head, I think it was 2017. But the details are on the Jerks website and also on my site, magicalguru.co.uk, in the interview I did with Craig Petty, Talk Magic. I also have my Uri Geller Positive Energy Watch on display. And for really important events, I wear it as a totem, as a lucky charm. And it's worked well. So there you go. That's what I do. I keep myself surrounded by things that inspire me positively so that I can spark the creativity to come up with new ideas and new projects daily. So there you have it. That's my office with lots of inspiration. There's tons of inspiration in those briefcases, Lord, because that master hard drives, the digital masters of all the past 30 years of training seminars and stuff that I've done, which basically since 1990, late 96, early 97, none of that would have been possible without my good friend, Mr. Peter Hill, who ran Prospect House Publishing and helped me set up the Mindcare Organisation UK, who's sadly no longer with us. And without him, those seminars, most of them wouldn't have taken place. So I owe a great debt to Peter Hill. And believe me, every single day I think about Pete, because I am blessed to have so many products and courses out there and students around the world because of the help, encouragement and organisation of Peter Hill, who was also a great father figure to me, as well as Jack Griggs, who I'll end by showing you something about Jack. So type magicalguru.com into your toolbar and then take yourself to my website. When it gets there, look where it's got the W symbol, or it'll be on a drop down box, but on a laptop it's there. Click on that because that will take you to my blog. And then in the search box, just type, as I'm going to do, Jack Griggs, which is Griggs. We click. And the first thing you'll find is Magician, Punch and Judy, Professor and former police sergeant. This is my tribute page to Jack Griggs. And you can go and look at that at your leisure. I did a broken wand ceremony at his at the wake after his funeral. That was the one before and afterwards. But on there is the article about why he was presented with the tankard for bravery. You can go and have a look at it. If on that same blog page you put into the search box Peter Hill, okay, Peter space Hill, Hill, and search, and you will get my tribute page to Peter Hill, who, as I say, is the man behind the seminars. Don't forget to check out the links above or below this video, including, of course, magicalguru.co.uk. That's magicalguru, magicalguru.co.uk, where there's videos and my career resume, which may be of interest.